Hi, Annabelle here. Today I'm going to show you how to change your draw length on our Venom V2 single cam. And also at the same time we'll show you how to set the cam position or cam timing on it. A lot of people think that a single cam or certain cams do not require cam timing, but all cam systems need to have the cams to be in time in some way. So we'll show you how it's done on the single cam, as well as how to use the cam lock to access some of the screws required to get this done, okay? So we're gonna start with removing the screw that holds the module on the string stop side, okay? That's the first one you wanna do. Okay, so that's out. Now next, we're gonna have to turn the bow over because there'll be one screw on this side, one screw on the opposite side holding that module. Okay, now here you'll see letters like A, B, C, so on. A will be the shortest, and as you go up in the alphabet, it becomes longer in the draw, and every letter is 1 inch longer than the letter before it. You can also set it in between letters to get half-inch increments as well. The other thing that I need to mention is also two different draw ranges. So there's a short range module and a long range module. This happens to be the longer range module. You can also get a shorter one. You can just look at our charts and see which one you need. You get about 5 inches per module. So now to access this screw, it's located right behind the limb. So we're not going to be able to get to it unless we use either a bolt press or we can use the cam lock that we offer on our bows, okay? Now the cam lock is located in your tool center. You loosen this thumb knob and you slide the pin out. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm gonna just pull back a little bit and I'm gonna have DJ just lock the cam on the outside. That'll give me access to that screw. If you're by yourself, you just simply, you step on the string and you pull up on the carry handle just a little bit just to get the cam to rotate, and you lock your cam. That will give you access to that screw. So I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit here. There we go. Now that we lock the cam on the outside, as you can see, you can have access to your other screw that you need to remove to change your draw length. Now this screws out. That basically frees up the module. You can actually remove it, replace it, or change it to another draw length, okay? There's an arrow here where it lines up and lets you know where you're at. So now let's say we've changed the draw length. You want to use a little bit of blue Loctite on these screws. Make sure this is open. You don't need to put too much on there, but I always recommend doing that on any of our module screws. Just prevents it from loosening off during use. Okay, so you put that screw back in. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it over. I'll put the other screw in. And there'll always be there's a series of holes that are drilled into the cam. So depending on what position you put it, you'll always have access to either one hole on this side and one on the other side. So you just have to find the right one that lines up with the threaded holes in the module, okay? Make sure it's nice and snug. Okay, so now at this point, we can actually unlock the cam, and that's just reversing the procedure. You just make sure all your cables and strings are on the right tracks, and then you just simply pull back a little bit, pull the pin out. Now the cam's unlocked. So the last thing you need to do to adjust your draw length is adjust your limb stop. So when you adjust the center part of your rotating module, that's the first thing you do, and then you will adjust your limb stop to give you the proper valley at full draw. So you can shorten it a little bit, lengthen it, and to achieve. Now there is letters on here to get you very close. So if it's on letter E, for example, you start out with the E on outside, but now you'll have to still fine tune it to your personal liking at full draw. Now that I have this on the table here, I'm gonna also show you how to set your cam timing or cam position at rest, okay? So on our Venom single cam, you'll find two small holes that are drilled and tapped. or sorry, just drilled, just to give you an alignment. So what you do is you just typically take a straight edge, and I just use an arrow or anything that would work for that purpose, and line up those two small drilled holes in the cam. And what you want is that straight edge to be in line with your string, so it has to be parallel right here. So if the cam isn't, if this way, for example, that means it's telling you you need to shorten your cable to rotate that cam to bring it back so it is in line. Now, let's say this was out of alignment. I'll show you how to adjust that. Right now, this one is lining up really nicely, so that's good. But another thing you can do now to change your cam position, you can actually take your cam lock, squeeze the cable in towards the riser, lock the cam on the inside. That'll actually take the tension off your cable. Now you can remove your cable off the cam, and you can add a twist or remove a twist to get that cam to sit where you want it. The other option would be to lock it like we did earlier on the outside by pulling on the string, and that'll take the load off the string, and you can add twists to your string if needed. Okay. Now I'm just gonna take that out. I'm gonna put it back into the cam lock tool center, lock it in place, and that basically shows you how to change your draw length, how to adjust your cam position on the cam, replace a cable if you need to replace a cable or a string, and that really takes care of our single cam. They're quite low maintenance once they're set and your cables and strings set into place. They usually don't move until you have to go replace your cables and strings again. All right, and then I think that that really covers how to use the P2 cam, and hope that helped you out.